Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. On the bench today, we have three circuit analyzers made by three well-known companies. And we're going to just do a comparison today. And I'll let you guys decide which one that you would pick first, second, and third. Well, first and second. We'll know what the third one was going to be. We're going to do everything from the features. We're going to talk about the features. And we're also going to talk about the price. And which one that seems to be the best one for the price. And which one is the least for the price. Okay, well, to the left here, the first one to your left will be the Ideal Industries SureTest Circuit Analyzer. Model number 61-185, I believe it's 165. Ideal Industries, Ideal SureTest Circuit Analyzer. So Circuit Analyzer, model number 61-165. The one in the middle is the KLEIN Tools Circuit Analyzer, model number RT 390. And the one on the far right is the AMPROBE wiring inspector, model number INSP-3. Okay? Now, let's start with the Ideal Industries. This tester here was released December 1st of 2006. It has since been discontinued for sale by Ideal Industries, but you know, if you're looking for one, I'm sure you can find it somewhere online, used or what have you. But the price of this one used is like, you can find it like $300 something, and that's the ones without the AFCI. This is the higher end one with the AFCI test on it. But the ones that I've seen without the AFCI test, which would be this here, is I've seen it for like $300. And is it worth it? Of course. When this tester came out, it was well sought after, and I don't know how sought after it is today, because there's a lot of more on the market to choose from now, and they have a little bit better features and things like that. But we'll get into that in a moment. But it's $300 right now to this day. So what I want to do is let's go over some of the features that it has. It's true RMS, and a lot of the testers you don't find them to be true RMS. And this is a true RMS. It has voltage drop. It identifies voltage drop, line voltage, peak voltage, frequency, ground impedance. It identifies isolated ground. It comes with an adapter for that though, but it identifies isolated ground, and it identifies hot neutral conductor impedance, ground neutral voltage. If there's a proper 3-wire receptacle wiring, like what you see right now, all the lights are lit up, so they're saying that it's correct wiring. It identifies false grounds. It verifies isolated ground. I just mentioned that, okay. And also has AFCI plus GFCI testing. And it also have a feature on there, voltage drop, I said that. And it had one for ASCC. I'll get to that in a minute, and I'll show you as we scroll through. They have, it stands for short, hold on, let me have the information on it. Let me see. I do have it, but I don't have it with me. But it's some kind of automatically short circuit something. But it also have that one on it. Now, I'm going to scroll through it in a minute. Let me scroll through it now. Since we're talking about this one. I'm going to scroll through it and let you guys see just some of the features that it has. Okay, so it has an OLED display. Okay, and scroll down some. It's saying it's 119.8 volts. Voltage drop, 14.4. And another one, that's that ASCC, and they're looking at the hot. It's testing the hot and neutral. And maybe the one that I'm looking at right here where it's saying hot and neutral conductor impedance. Okay, well, it's testing that. And the one at the bottom would be Z, that would be testing the hot wire. Let me get back to that again. And then to test the neutral and to test the ground. Now, what I want to do, let me see what will happen if you press this GFCI. Okay, it shouldn't do anything because it's not a GFCI circuit. It is plugged into a surge protector, wire strip. I don't think you have a surge protection on it. Okay, and it's putting out 7.3 milliamps, and it hadn't did anything yet. So you can sit here and let and stand here and watch it, or you could determine that the circuit is not working if it was a GFCI, and if it wasn't, it should have stopped on its own, but it didn't. Okay, so that's for the GFCI. Let me get out of there. Oh, it's the test right there. Okay, my bad. I had to press it again. I didn't. Let's see what happened. And it didn't trip. Okay, so let's do the, it didn't tell me, let's do the AFCI. Okay. It's not doing anything. Okay, naturally. Get out of there. So, and keep in mind, that was a good tester. Still is a good tester to this day. But back then, that I remember years ago when it first came out, I mean, it was well sought after. So, and keep in mind, I've done individual videos of all of these before, so if I miss something, you can go back to one of the other, go to my channel and find these reviews and take a look at it. And also, guys, before I continue, if you like what I'm doing, you like this video, you know, and you want to help support it, you can. You can hit that subscribe button, you can hit the like button, and even if you want to post a question or a question, or just post something, a comment, you know, I do answer back. So, and it just helps support the channel. It's for free, and I would greatly appreciate it. So, thanks in advance, and don't forget to help support the channel. Now, this one is the KLEIN, and you see, you're saying correct wiring. Okay, I'm gonna put a load on it, and I wanna. No, it's saying I want to go back to this one with a load. I remember and see what it said about the voltage drop. Say 14.4. Okay, 14.4 voltage drop at a 15 amp circuit. But this one here saying at a 15 amp, at a 20 amp circuit, 14.4. Okay, so I don't know who's right. And this is 15 amp. And this, the 15 amp up here only says 10.8% lack of voltage drop. Okay, so load, I mean. So we'll just leave that there. So we'll put another load, go back. Let me reset. Okay, so I'm gonna do a 30 amp milli 30 milliamp test. I'm gonna do the GFCI first. See what happens. Now remember, I don't have it plugged into a GFCI, so it's gonna say trip failed. I like that feature. So let me reset it again. Let's go to AFCI. Trip failed like it's supposed to. I like that. Okay. And it has all the features of that one. Let me just give it, I'll tell you what the KLEIN. This KLEIN was released to the market January the 27th of 2023. And these are the features. It has a color display. It inspects GFCI and AFCI devices, identify common wiring faults, and perform voltage drop test. It also identifies open ground, open neutral, do a load test, identifies open hot, dual open, reverse hot and ground, reverse hot and neutral. And it works on 12, 15, and 20 amp circuits. And so do this one. Okay, so do the Ideal Industries. So both packs a punch. So far, they're doing the same with a few little extra bells and whistles. It's doing the same. Let's check out this AMPROBE. Okay, let me just pull back some so you guys can see. All right, let me zoom in some. All right, as you see, they're saying the polarity is okay. Okay, so, and they're saying on a 15 amp circuit, this one is saying, let me put it back on here again. 15 amp circuit, on the hot on the hot side is 9.5, and where are we? 15 amp is showing 14.9. So that's the same thing it was showing with almost with the Ideal Industries. So, but they have it as a 15 amp circuit, and the KLEIN has it as a 20 amp circuit. Now, keep in mind, both of these are the AMPROBE and the Sure Test Ideal is true RMS, because you see the RMS reading up here, 120.5 RMS. So it's, both of these are true RMS. I haven't read anything where it says that the KLEIN is true RMS. But anyway, these are the tests right here. It's saying the voltage drop, 14.9. The load is 102.5. And that should be 15 amp also. So it's a 102.5. The load here is 15 amps. It's 107. But at 20 amps, it's saying it's 103. So you see, and up here for the 15 amp, it's saying 102. 102. Let me see. On the Sure Test, you see where it's at the top. The voltage load is 102.4. So the Ideal Industries and the AMPROBE is, let me back out some, and I hope you guys can see. Ideal Industries and the AMPROBE is saying the same thing. The KLEIN is off because the KLEIN is giving me a number, but it's saying under 20 amps. And the AMPROBE and Sure Test is saying it's a 15 amp, KLEIN saying it's 20. Okay, so let me see something with this again. All right. So now I'm gonna hit the GFCI test. And also see at the bottom right here, see where it says the 15 amp is lit up? Okay, but I'm gonna do a GFCI test and see what happens. Doesn't do anything. Because, let me see. Okay. The common mode is telling me is 1.31 volts. Okay, hot to neutral fault. Hot to ground fault. Okay. Polarity okay. Turn it off and see. Unplug and turn off. I wanted to see what it does with the GFCI, so let me just take it loose for a minute and turn it off. And that's the GFCI. You have to press the wires off to do a GFCI test. Okay, now it's tested for a GFCI. GFCI breaker. It's telling you that it failed, okay, for a GFCI breaker. Let me turn it off again. I guess it'd do an AFCI. Okay. It's going to be an AFCI, testing outlet. AFCI. Okay, see what happens. Testing for AFCI. AFCI test failed. Okay, good. So all of them work with that as far as telling, and it displays if it's working or not, or if the test has failed. Even though the, let me back out some. Even though the sure test don't say it, it just didn't trip the breaker, and you would know that it's not working properly, okay? So let me just go over the features for the AMPROBE because I didn't get a chance to do it. This AMPROBE here on the end, this was released to the market in 2019, okay? And I've seen the price for these online too. They went up to like $500. And that's a big jump from when I first purchased this one. It's like a little over $100. Anyway, it identifies faulty splices and connections, incorrect wiring, undersized wiring, faulty GFCIs. It gives you a pass or a fail, and we just saw that. Faulty or incorrectly wired AFCI, we saw that too. It gives you a pass or fail, like you see right now in front of you. Incorrect line voltage, poor ground quality, voltage drop test, and it works on 2 wire receptacles and 15 amp and 20 amp circuits as well. All of these are nice fellas, and all of these testers are designed to verify building compliance, whether it's a residential or home. So all of them are nice. It's just that now as far as the price is concerned, you know, again, let me just tell you guys, I'm just putting it out because I like to give unbiased reviews because I don't work for none of these companies. But the price, the KLEIN wins it. If that's the only problem I see with the KLEIN, is they have it wrong with the, just not giving me the right amperage, the right load on the right amperage. It is giving me the amperage from a 15 amp circuit, but it's saying it's a 20 amp circuit. I could kind of live with that. Depends if you use this professionally as some kind of inspector, then you'll have to get a calibration certificate for it, NIST for it. But other than that, if you're just checking for loads and voltage drops and things like that, and you can use this. You can use this. I like all the features. I like the LCD display. I do like that. Even let me get this. I like the display. I like everything about it. I like the price. The price brand new, you may get it for like maybe $150, maybe a little less. I've seen one store had it for it was $200-something for this KLEIN. And they said, they mentioned that they have a lot in stock, and I can see why. No, they'll never sell it. Depends on where they're living at. They'll never sell it. Over $200-something. Not saying it's not worth it, but I've seen the original price for under 100, no more than $145. The short test used your catcher for $300 easily, and that's without the FCI testing feature. This AMPROBE, I've seen that for over $400 before, and the last I've seen it for was $300 and $329. No, so out of the three, because of all of that, what I mentioned about the price, the quality, as well as everything else, the features, out of the three, I would have to pick the KLEIN. I would pick the KLEIN out of these three. Second, I would go with the AMPROBE because it tells me more, gives me more information on the screen, just like the KLEIN does. And then I would go with the short test. Now keep in mind, the short test in its heyday, that was the test of the go-to. This one right here, the short test. That was the one that most professionals had. In fact, that was one of the only ones that I knew on the market when Ideal was coming out with the branch circuit analyzers. I don't know about any others on the market, but I think they were one of the first ones to come out with these testers like this. I'm sure they had those on the market. I just don't remember. I do just remember this Ideal Industries coming out with it. Now, as far as, let me see, all of them take the C13 female adapter cable with an EMA plug on the other end. All of them take that. The Ideal Industries, you don't use batteries at all. It works off of the electricity that's already in the circuit already. The KLEIN works off of I think it's 3 AAA batteries, and the AMPROBE is 1 9-volt battery that it works off of. All of them are great, fellas. If you run across any one of these, and the price is right, grab it. And you'll be surprised how much you use this. I don't care if you're doing contracting work or just take the headache out of a lot of things. You know, it takes the headache out of it. And I use them a lot. And you know, it kind of simplifies the problem. You could get your meter and try to and kind of figure a problem out what's wrong, but this simplifies the problem for you. You know, it just points you the direction to go. So I like these testers, guys, and I hope you like the video. Don't forget to help support the channel, help the channel to grow. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. And share the video, hit the like button. You know, let's get those likes up, and get those subscriptions up. And all of this is for free. So before we go, guys, I want to thank you. You guys be safe out there, and there will be more videos coming, lots more coming. Stay tuned, and until next time, be safe. I'm out.